Yes, sir. The recording has started and we are good to go, sir. Over to you, Ravi, sir.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the eighth and final episode of SCM Talk Show Season 5. As you know that every season we have 8 talk shows, so this is the final one for Season 5. After some pause, we will start Season 6. So if you attended the last session was interesting by Maqsood on green mobility, which was very well received. This episode is little different in terms of format and speakers, and this is going to be very interesting for you. So we have three individual speakers who are among us, who will share their career journey for your benefit. So the topic of today's show that we have kept is supply chain success, real stories, real growth with ASCM certification. So as usual in all our sessions that we have, this will be recorded and it will be made available for free on KnoWerX mobile app as well as YouTube channel, our KnoWerX YouTube channel. And like all our practices that we have, we will put everyone on listen only mode. And like all previous times, please submit your questions in the chat box. We will take few questions at the end of every speaker. Okay, depending on the how much time is left with us. So I'll start with the first speaker. It's a pleasure to introduce Mr. Arpan Garg. So brief introduction. Arpan works for Vyatri Singh, a general manager, supply chain lead, Sub-Sahara Africa cluster. Arpan is CSCP certified through KnoWerX. So I request Arpan to give a little bit more introduction of himself. Over to you, Arpan.
Hello, Ravindra sir. Hello, everyone from KnoWerX team and across my colleagues. Thank you for inviting, first of all. So I am Arpan. I am working with Vyatri Singh. It's a US-based pharma company, and I've been working here since past 5 years. And in my latest role, I'm basically leading the Sub-Saharan Africa supply chain, which is a business of close to $120 million. Uh, and previous to that, I have worked with Glenmark and Cipla. So it has been close to 9 years of working in pharma industry in supply chain domain.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much, Arpan, for accepting our invitation and to share your career journey. Now I know that you have. We would like you to talk more. So, without wasting any time, I request you to share your career journey, challenges that you faced along your supply chain career, how you came to know about APICS ASCM certifications, why you chose CSCP, how you went about exam preparation, what strategy you used to pass the exam, and how it has helped you in your career. So over to you, Arpan.
Sure, sir. So I will, like I said, I started my career journey post my MBA from Cipla. So I started my journey with supply planning team, which was the India supply planning. Then I have also worked for the new launch roles for the management as well as the supply planning and demand planning. This 4 domains I have worked across in past 9 years. So in this, I have faced various challenges, particularly per se for the network flows, or you can see the supply chain designs, how the planning function takes place, how the differences between demand planning and supply planning occurs when you have constraints, and how to fulfill those. So these were the major things which I had faced, or challenges which have been faced earlier in the career. And like that's the normal supply chain path or normal supply chain constraints which I think everyone faces. So those were the principles, and basis that I think so I came across the concept of CSCP. I came to know like it was pending since long. I had to apply. I had to do this course since my MBA days. But I thought once I was having more experience, or once I had myself face the challenges and try to resolve it without the CSCP knowledge, and basically doing the day-to-day work. But finally, once I was at Beatrice and my project was shifting from one role to another, I got some time and I thought of doing this course. So and as yeah, I think maximum in India knows, or in fact more than outside India as well. Like KnoWerX is one of the best uh, institute to go for any APICS courses as per the recommendations provided by anyone. Like most of my friends have done the reviews. If you will go through as per the professors, what KnoWerX has. So it's quite good. Like, I doubt anyone will be provides that kind of inclusive teaching towards these courses. As the course is quite detailed one, and to finish along with, like, you have to do this courses along with your day-to-day work or the normal work life which is going. So it becomes difficult, but I think KnoWerX teams helps a lot in this case. The tutors, what is there along with me for CSCP, Mr. Gopal Sahai, who was very helpful, who was detailing about the courses, who are detailed about the chapters, what had been split into in CSCP course, and how CSCP includes a vast area of coverage. It includes topics of logistics, planning, finance, customer demand, commercial team, the risk management. So CSCP is an overall package which covers a lot of things in detail. So that's why the course is more, the studies is more, but Mr. Gopal helped in understanding and explaining it, every chapter or every topic, I will say, with more practical examples which you could relate to as you have already worked in the industry. So Mr. Gopal had explained various topics, including topics which are not aware, like the financial topics or the different demand gaps or the different economic scenarios which changes your normal supply chain flows or the design. So he was very well explaining about in a no man's language as well, so that you are able to grab the topic from base and you're able to capture it. And my preparation goal was, like he has also suggested it, that once the class is getting over, or once on Saturday and Sundays, once the class is getting completed, within the same week, try to complete that topic from the book, read it again, try to note down the queries, ask on the group, understand, try to ask from your colleagues who are part of that class, so make it more interactive. So basis that, I think so it helped, and it didn't load it off my the bulked up on the things, because normal work life was also going on, so we were busy. But I always used to ensure that I'm studying 1 day, 1 hour daily. Whatever work maybe I'm coming from office around 8 or 9 p.m., but I used to ensure that I will work, or I will study at least 11 to 12 or 12 to 1 or something like that. But I need to study 1 hour. I think so 1 hour was more than enough, along with the work life, to spend on the weekdays, and on weekends 2 to 3 hours along with the classes was good enough for me. So I think so we started planning, we had started training in month of June, and around August the classes were finished. And in September, similar approach I followed for 1 hour daily, and on weekends 2 3 hours. So basis that, I was able to attempt and clear the exam in the month of October, before Diwali vacation starts. So that was the scenario which helped me gain the CSCP certification, and I'm really thankful to the KnoWerX team for helping me through that course. Now, post CSCP certification, I will say that it had helped me gain the knowledge of various aspects of supply chain. Be it, like I had mentioned, like I have majorly worked with supply planning and demand planning side, but also teaching us about the procurement, how the process goes on in onboarding any supplier, what is the kind of customers you have, the vulnerable customers, the prospective customers, the different categorization of customers, the various risk management, what we have, the reverse supply chain flows, and the various aspects of the SNOP, like how more detailed structure of SNOP can be handled. Like SNOP we already used to have, but CSCP course helped me attain a discussion, or the attain or formalize the process of SNOP into more detailed way, which helped me figure out the outcomes, or make out the outcomes of SNOP in more detail and better way, beneficial for the company as well as business, and reducing the stress of others and the colleagues as well. So that had helped. Along with that, the understanding what it had given me for the different aspects of risk or the network flows, it helped me understand that what further can be done and how further inclusive you need to be while evaluating any supplier or while designing any distribution channel. So what further can you do, and basis that what risk mitigations can be done, and how distribution or the any external vendor choosing, it's not dependent just on the price factor. You have to see many factors that are associated with it. And so overall, I think on an uh, broad perspective, I will say CSCP course helped me to determine or to understand the concept of supply chain in a more broader way, rather than being in a more barrier or the more inclusive way, which earlier used to be of just thinking about the planning perspective. But post the course, I think so I'm able to take decisions or align on my decisions and take further calls basis the overall understanding of what other departments might have also impact on, and what will be the beneficial and sustainable way to take the supply chain forward for the company. I hope, Ravindra sir, like I was able to answer like the
Great. Thank you
points
so
you
much.
mentioned.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. And thanks for appreciating service provided by us. I would like others to ask questions if you have any. Either you can type in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask questions. And I'm sure Arpan will be happy to answer. I guess no questions. Okay, so I think so. Thank you so much, Arpan. Now we will have Mr. Chandrasekar, share his experience. So I'll
Thank you.
introduce him as a Chief Operating Officer at Kismayo Port Company in Somalia. Mr. Chandrasekar is CLTD certified, again from KnoWerX. So I would want you, Mr. Chandrasekar, to give a little bit more introduction about yourself. Mr. Chandrasekar, are you there?
Just a minute, just a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, sure, sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Can
you.
you
You
hear
can
me?
go ahead. Yeah, we can
Okay.
go ahead. So, little bit introduction about yourself, more than what I gave.
Oh, um, I welcome everyone. Thanks to KnoWerX to join in the talk show. Thanks to all the colleagues and whoever helped me to pursue this CLTD examination with the help of KnoWerX. Actually, I have started. I am a chemistry student, completely different from the industry of supply chain. First of all, I have started my career with Maersk Line in 2006, and then 6 years I have worked over there, and then I moved to Krishnapatnam Port Operations. That is also a newly joined port operations up to 2013. 14 I have worked over there. Then I got an opportunity to work with as an assistant manager for Somalia, Mogadishu operations in MSC. 2 years I worked over there, and then With the same company, I have been moved to Galaxy operations, Galaxy terminal operations in Baghdad, Iraq. Then after that, I came to India. I started my uh, one industries, Ambika Industries, which is going on also now very well. And due to COVID, everything shut down. My business, everything has collapsed. So that time, I couldn't understand how life is being. Couldn't support anything because all my properties, everything were lost. So I couldn't get a job also. Then I somehow was searching in the Facebook, someone, I don't know who is that person, who has achieved for supply chain management. APICS is the best one. They have sent some updates over there. So then I started searching what is in APICS, what is APICS certification, what is ASCM, supply chain management. Then I started everything. I came to know that. Then I found one of my friend who has given me the KnoWerX ID. So KnoWerX, with the help of Mandira, I have been started. I have been gone through so many uh, audits and asking with friends and how the certification will helpful. And I've checked in LinkedIn how the people are being in that career wise, how they have been after before certification and after certification. I have been checked over that. And then I got an I got an idea to go with, because I'm into uh, logistics, transportation, and distribution. So I got into an idea. So finally, I have decided to move into the certification. So 2021, I have started almost 8 months for me to complete this certification, where I have been gone through so many case studies and so many things. Uh, as I delve deeper into the supply chain management, I saw how shipping was just one piece of much larger puzzle: warehousing, transportation, inventory, control. Each component had its own challenges and opportunities. My curiosity, it grew, and I wanted to extend my expertise beyond shipping alone. So that's when I decided to pursue the APICS CLTD certified transportation. So the journey to certification is not was not easy. Balancing work and studies felt like managing a complex chain. Every resource had to be optimized. But the knowledge people who has played an essential role in guiding me through it, providing the right materials, mentorship, and study techniques, and that helped me to succeed. Uh, See, achieving my CLTD certification changed everything. I got an opportunity to work as a business analyst in Kale Logistics Solutions immediately. So 2021, I have completed my certification. Immediately, I got an opportunity to work with as a business analyst. So once I gone as a business analyst in logistics, I could able to know the entire each and every supply chain logistic techniques what I have studied over there, which has been applied into my Kali logistic solutions. So that's why, and later on, each every Kanban theory, every how to make everything in the logistics analyst, how to make the reverse optimal solutions. Whenever I have a doubt, I used to come to the APIC certificate at that CLTD studies, and I have verified, and then I will apply the technique into the systems as well. So achieving my CLTD certification changed everything. Suddenly, new opportunities opened up, and my expertise in logistics was recognized in ways I hadn't anticipated. Shortly after, I stepped into the role of Chief Operating Officer at Kismet Seaport. Uh, this because of this certification, mainly of the certification, this company actually took over me. This is a government project of Abu Dhabi. I'm working for the Abu Dhabi ports now, on behalf of Abu Dhabi ports. So this project is taken over by this government. So they have given this opportunity. So a lot of struggles have been in that while taking over this opportunity. Almost I succeeded, and 2 years I have been working over here. 2023 I have started, Feb 2023 I have started, still now uh, 2 years. I took the revenue, I took over the business opportunities, I took over so many shipping lines, and how to make the reverse logistics, and these are all how to make whatever I have studied in the warehousing, which helps me to work over here. And first in first out, how could the warehouse optimization, refining inventory strategies, and how to increase efficiency. I have been introduced distribution network improvements, uh, and the smoother transportation flows and fast deliveries. One of the most valuable lessons I applied was in reverse logistics, turning product returns into a cost saving opportunity. So rather than a loss. In today's world, efficiency is not just about speed; it's about sustainability and smart decision making. The career wise, the certification proved invaluable. Not only did it elevate my credibility, but it also connected me to professionals across the globe, global supply.
Yeah, your mic is muted now, I think, Chandrasekhar. Your mic got muted. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we can hear now. We can hear now.
okay, okay. With my profounding, with my new career wise, the certification improved very good. Looking back, I can confidently say that pursuing CLTD was one of the best decisions of my career. It was uh, it was not just about a title or a certification. It was about the growth, about understanding the backbone of the global commerce, and about becoming a true innovator in logistics. I would suggest for those considering this path, just my advice: commit to learning. Uh, this field is entirely dynamic, and the knowledge is your greatest tool. Apply what you learn. Theory means little without real world implementation. Build your network. The people you meet along the way can shape your journey in unexpected ways. Supply chain management is more than not only moving products, it's about problem solving, foresight, and strategy. And if you embrace it fully, it will take you on a journey beyond whatever you ever expected. Thank you all.
Thank you so
Thanks
much,
for
Chandrasekhar. That was a wonderful share of your career journey. Wonderful, and thank you. And I'm happy that we were able to, at least do some help, assist you in your CLTD journey. So I feel so happy listening to your career journey. Thank you so much.
yeah.
If let's say you have some questions for Chandrasekhar, you can either unmute or you can type in your chat box. I'm sure he'll be able to happy to answer your questions. So I'll wait for some time. Okay, I think I'll proceed to the next speaker who will share his experience. And in the meantime, if you have questions, okay, there is one question from Srinivas. How did you make choice going to CLTD?
See, I started my career with the shipping line. So my entire my entire business career started with the logistics, transportation, and distribution. So that which helps me delve deeper into the CLTD certification, which I have analyzed in so many certifications. CLTD, whoever studied the CLTD, I have checked in LinkedIn. So the after before the CLTD and after the CLTD, their career path, their graph of the career path were extremely high. So that's why I chosen that, because I'm not deeper into that CSCP or CPIM. I'm not into production and inventory. So I'm not a fully supply chain professional. So in supply chain professional, in the ACM, in the SCM part, procurement, this under production and inventory and procurement is entirely different, and CLTD is entirely different. So CL in the SCM part, if you want to cover, you want to fully study the CPIM, CSCP, and CLTD. My part is only for the logistics, transportation, and distribution. That's why I've chosen that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if you have any other question, we will wait, and we will go to the third speaker. Thank you so much, Chandrasekhar. That was a wonderful share.
Thank you, thank you, thanks for giving me the opportunity to share about my past experience and this and about the CLTD certification. And thanks to KnoWerX, and thanks to Miss Mandira.
Yeah, I would say thanks to you for accepting our invitation and sharing
No,
your career journey. Thank you.
it what to say? It's my pleasure to share.
Yeah. So I will now invite Mr. Prateek Saxena. Mr. Prateek Saxena is a senior consultant in an IT company. And Prateek is CPIM and CTSC certified again through KnoWerX. So I would like Prateek to give a little bit more introduction of himself, if you would like to. Prateek, please.
Hi. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, Prateek, you're audible.
Uh, so I'm Prateek Saxena. I have total 7 years of work in total. Majorly worked as a consultant in various firms. Currently, I'm working with Infosys as a senior consultant in supply chain domain. Um, I got associated with KnoWerX in 2018, and I was actually trained by Ravindra sir himself.
Yeah.
Uh, I remember the 5 day classes that we attended for CSCP back in November of 2018.
Holiday in hotel.
Yes,
Yeah.
um, it was a good interactive and session there. Learned a lot about supply chain. I was never a supply chain professional. I was that time working in information security domain, and I wanted to pivot into supply chain. uh, Came into I had just Googled back then best certification in supply chain domain, CSCP, it popped up. Uh, then second question was where can I train myself? KnoWerX popped up, enrolled myself, and 1 year later got certified. Uh, During that, I realized that CSCP holds a lot of value to your profile. Um, just because I had done the CSCP training, I got a switch. I moved from IT into manufacturing. I was working into inventory planning vertical, and later I worked into sales and operation deployment as well, which we called SNOP cycles. Uh, COVID hit. Thought what needs to be done. One thing came into mind that let's do certification because uh, certifications always help. Uh, did CPIM and CLTD during the COVID. Uh, Doing that, learned more about supply chain, got a good opportunity, went into a big four consulting firm, did some inventory optimization there. Uh, then switched into Infosys, wherein I am currently working into digital transformation of supply chain. Again, when it comes to digital transformation, it is a different ball game. So a different certification was required. Um, then I took CTSC certification and currently working in that profile. So one thing I learned overall, CSCP gives generic knowledge of supply chain. Yes, I agree on that. But what happens is you need that knowledge if you are a consultant. You need to pitch into clients. You need to have that vocabulary, what clients talk about. That is what you get there. CPIM and CLTD are two certifications, sir, which are more operation oriented. The people who are drilling down to L2, L3 levels, where they are optimizing the processes. They need to understand what needs to be done and how work is done and at the root level. CTSC, again, a certification that helps you understand how project management and supply chain domain goes. These were the four major learnings that I learned when talking about how to prepare. I remember sir telling us once in the class, don't even think about giving CSCP certification without reading your content thrice. I'll admit I did it only twice because once, if you hear a lecture of sir, it's enough. Your one reading is done. But yeah, for the other three certifications that I did, what I did was I read the whole course content thrice, gave the mock exams. One more good advice that sir gave, that don't get into a certificate, don't go for a certification unless you get 80% in all the sections. An advice I still follow. um, the exam is challenging, it is tough, I agree. It's mentally draining. So yeah, so you read your content thrice and make sure you get an 80% on your sectionals, and then you're good to go. um, I'm open to any questions if anyone has, or sir, if you want me to elaborate anything. So you're on mute.
I will open the forum. Anyone want to ask? In the meantime, I think I have one question from Mr. Dhruv Raj on CSCP. So he's asking how CSCP helped in elevating your career profile. Is CSCP a generic course which has to be backed up with another certification for specialization as per your field of choice? Which certification is recommended to go for? I'm asking from a perspective of supply chain practitioner leader in the Indian Army. So,
Um,
yeah, who would
so,
like to answer? Arpan or Prateek?
Arpan, would you like to go ahead or do you want me?
Arpan?
So 1 minute, I'm just going to the question again. Yeah, so, obviously practicing in Indian Army would be a completely different game, like ours to comparison to whatever we are on a corporate world faced through. But I think CSCP, overall perspective of a very supply chain and the concept of whatever supply chain. The supply chain is not just planning or just procurement or uh, or just not the manufacturing piece of it. It's basically the complete uh, aspect or the complete backbone which involves your communication from end to end across all the departments or various sectors which are involved. So I think CSCP is a good choice if you want to learn about the supply chain. As you are already a practitioner in Indian Army, you want to learn about more of the concept which is going on, what new things are coming in supply chain, whether blockchain or anything else could be implemented, or on a conceptual level as well. Uh, what best practices needs to be followed, and how a supply chain or the task what you are doing in a day-to-day activities uh, could, I think, benefit or take across all the sectors, all the departments, and move in a more holistic way. That's what I will say that GSCP helps you understand. Prateek, if you want to add anything, yeah. Or the minister.
Thanks, Arpan.
I
Prateek, would you
think
like to
so.
add anything?
I think so. You covered most of the part. The only thing that I'll say is, uh, you can do have all the amount of planning. Execution is a different ball game. CSCP helps you understand how planning meets execution. Uh, that would be one place. If you think your job role is more towards execution, I'll probably recommend you to do CPIM or CLTD. And if it's more planning of the whole supply chain, it's CSCP. If you are working as a consultant, it's CSCP. No two doubts about it.
Thank you, Prateek. So I would like to also add to Mr. Dhruv's question. So yes, actually CSCP is generic. There is no doubt about that. And if you talk about industry specific, and so there are two ways, what we call as industry verticals, industry specific, like, we have pharma, we have food, we have textile, we have automotive, we have electronics, paper industries. So there are, and then we have oil and gas. So there are many verticals that we have. And some of the, what do you call, operational level may vary as per countries also. Strategic level may be similar, strategic level may not vary much, but operation level, processes may vary. So it's very hard to find, extremely hard to find an industry specific supply chain management course. So if we are asking that, do we have courses available for, let's say, Indian Army, or for, let's say, textile, or for automotive, those are very hard to find. And APICS is the apex body, in the supply chain management certification. So we will have to expand, more on the industry knowledge where we are working. But CSCP will prepare you generic, will give you very broad knowledge very quickly, which usually people take many years. So usually when you work in the industry, you work in a department, you get much deeper knowledge, but only for one industry and only for a small area of supply chain. And so this is a very quick way of getting a very broad knowledge of the entire supply chain. And as you rightly point out, it may not be very specific to an industry or to a, any particular operation, but it's very generic. Yes, yeah, it is generic.
If
Dhruv,
I may
you would like to
contribute,
add anything? Yeah,
if I, hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Colonel Dhruv.
yeah, Colonel
Uh,
Dhruv.
uh, I have completed around 19 years in the Indian Army. I have served in various kind of terrains, from high altitude to deserts and all kind of terrains. So here I am after completing 19 years of service. I'm actually planning a transition to the corporate. And with that as a background, that is what I was trying to ask as by above mentioned question, which I just mentioned. So while I'm preparing for my transition, how should I go about? Like I've got about a year to go for this transition. So which all certifications, and how will that those certifications help me in a smoother transition, more industry acceptability, and how I can actually go and contribute based on the experience I already have.
Yeah, so what I can say is that, since you have a lot of experience in the supply chain, CSCP may really actually fit well. Okay, so you may go for CSCP, and then, once you start your career, you will see that you will get much better opportunities. So that will depend on when you want to apply, when you actually come out of army, you will be able to find that. So during this period, prepare yourself as much as you can with certification programs. That is what I would say.
So in that perspective, CSCP is a good way to start, and thereafter, like uh, Prateek also suggested, he has underwent a number of courses. So based on like I've been more into ground, executing things on ground. Obviously, planning is and other things also. But in army, like you might be knowing, they are very generic kind of a supply chain, because we handle everything.
Yeah,
Other
yeah,
not industry specific, like somebody in a farmer probably handling farmer. In our case, since we are in that particular chairs, we handle all kind of supply chains from fuel we call it FOL, from FOL to from the CSD, FMCG, all kind of different supply chains actually merge into our particular operational role. So
Yeah,
what I get from you is CSCP probably is a good start point, and thereafter something like CLTD or probably will be a aim plus kind of thing.
yeah, because you already have many years of experience, so you will be easily be able to understand the strategies, and so CSCP will give you really the futuristic strategy, what we really call a supply chain management. So it may be a very good addition to your knowledge and career both.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. So I have one more question from Tej. Hi, I am a production and materials planner with 6 years experience. Can you please suggest between CSCP and CPIM? So Prateek, I think you have done both CPIM and CSCP. So can you please guide Tej?
So I'll say you are the expert, but what I feel is doing a CPIM first and then going into a CSCP makes more sense. Uh, this is because probably 6 years after your work X, until you reach stage of, let's say, 10 years of work X, your work is more domain related, that you're working in one domain. So moving from production in and doing a certification related to that enhances your overall what we say resume. So according to me, CPIM would be a better choice, but Ravindra sir, I'll let you answer for it.
No, no, absolutely, absolutely. You answered it perfectly. So maybe you do CPM now, and once you get into senior role, so when you start talking about more about strategy, that time you can do CSCP. So maybe 2, 3 years afterwards. Yep, absolutely. All right. Are there any questions? Yeah, well, you're welcome, Tej. Any other question? You can unmute yourself and you can ask, or you can type in your chat box. All right. So if you have any questions, you can even type in your comment chat box later, so we'll be able to access and answer. Or you can approach any one of us, Rashmi, Mandira, anyone. So we'll be able to definitely answer your queries. Okay. Yeah. So we have. I think Rashmi has posted LinkedIn profiles of all of us, so you can even go to LinkedIn profiles and you can interact with us. So I will hand over to Rashmi now. Over to you, Rashmi.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful session. And it was really nice of Mr. Chandrasekar Mohan, Mr. Arpan Garg, Mr. Prateek Saxena to share their experience and guide people about professionals who want to take up certifications, how to move forward, which certification to choose, and also understanding from them how the transition has taken place in their career. It was really an overwhelming, experience that you have shared, and we really like listening to all three of you, sir. Thank you again for taking out time and sharing your experience with us. We wish you good luck for your future and keep connected with KnoWerX. Thank you very much. Have a good day and a great year ahead.
Thank you, Arpan. Again, thank you, Chandrasekhar. Thank you, Prateek. And we are happy that we were able to help you. Thank you so much, and thank you all the participants for joining in and listening to our talk show. Thank you so much. Shall we disconnect now?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, KnoWerX team.
Thank you, everyone.